Honor your phases as you would the moon. You never look up and think, you should be this or that. You honor her waning, how she faces her darkness, and walks through her own shadow. You honor her waxing, how she grows and expands, shining her light as bright as possible. You never think she should stay dark for the sun's comfort. You honor her fullness and allow her to be wild when she wanes again. She never fears that she will return to the light. She honors all sides of herself equally, knowing that there is a time for shadow and there is a time for light. All things in nature embody this balance. Celestial harmony. That quote is by. Okay, so about 2 years ago, I started having panic attacks. If you've never had one, you really can't imagine what it feels like. It's like just like so dark and like lonely and trapped. I don't know, but it's awful. And I felt so embarrassed. I wanted to be like this perfect person that was so strong, and I didn't want to tell anybody. And for some reason I believed during that time and for the longest time that if you were happy, you were like so strong and so perfect. So I refused to be sad or really even acknowledge why I was having panic attacks. I was just like, oh well, having a hard time doesn't really matter. I'll get over it. Just gotta push through and be really happy, do fun things. We're gonna have a great time. Like, I really believed that sadness was something that you like, I don't know, I felt like happiness was supposed to be your all the time emotion, and then you like chose sadness if you wanted it or something. But now I realize that's completely untrue. Like, your constant person should just be like a peaceful neutral. At least that's what I feel like. Like, happiness is like something over here, sadness is something over here, and then in the middle you're just a neutral, and you're just peaceful, quiet, good. And just like, I never allowed myself to feel bad or like embrace sadness in any way for like the last 2 years. But that itself, I realized, was a weakness, because over time I just could handle less and less, and I would just get offended by the smallest things, and I just completely like lost my personality, honestly. Like, now that I think about it, or like even during like that time, I was like, I don't remember what it's like to be me. Like, I felt like I was playing this character of myself, but I wasn't being genuine in that, like, if that makes sense. And soon there was like 0 days where I felt peace, and I couldn't even sit alone with myself because I just had like so much anxiety, and just like I felt like I had to keep going, or otherwise I would just, I don't know, I just couldn't stand being by myself and just feeling bad. I couldn't stand it. I was just crazy. I felt so alone, and like that no one in the world could possibly understand how I felt or like relate to me in any way. I don't know. Little did I know I was avoiding the beautiful thing called sadness. And once I honestly thank God every day that he made it so clear to me what was happening, because otherwise I would have just kept going forever and I would have just kept feeling so exhausted and so broken, but not knowing how to get out of it. And once I finally allowed myself to feel all these things I was running from, I could finally breathe and just, I don't know. I couldn't even allow anyone to be close to me or love me because I just couldn't even accept their love during that whole time. It was just really bad. Nothing beautiful comes out of ease or safety, which is what I thought I was doing. I thought I was protecting myself, but really I was just hurting myself. And I started following this girl on Instagram. I forget her name right now, but all her pictures are so beautiful and she's such a gorgeous writer. And I've been reading some of her captions and they just speak so truly to my heart right now. So I'm gonna quote one of them, and I forget her name, but I'll link her Instagram below. I think she has a YouTube too, but I don't know what it is. But here's the quote. "It was only through being swallowed into darkness that I found my own light. I will no longer bury my broken pieces, for they are what make me whole. Do not allow the hunger of your soul to be starved by the illusion of fear. Your life is worth more than the rules of a story that doesn't belong to you. Let go, surrender, free fall, rise." Yeah. And it's not like this is something that I've just come by easily and I'm just so feeling happy and whatever. I just feel very peaceful and I'm continuing to just walk through things that I avoided walking through before, and just being honest with myself and what I want. And I don't know, I just wanted to share this because I just feel like I have so many beautiful sisters that watch this channel, and I just want to encourage you, and I want you to feel that you're not alone. And yeah, I'm not perfect. You do not have to be perfect. Actually, frick perfection. It's stupid. Vulnerability is a strength. Vulnerability. Yeah. I don't know how to end this. Bye.